Once upon a time, it was summer and I was 9 or 10. The days were long and I was bored. My brother gave me the first Harry Potter book to read. 10 pages in, I threw the book away because it wasn't interesting. Don't worry, I'll be picking up the same book a few years later as a teenager and fall in love. It's all about the right place, the right time. But that's a story for another time. That same summer day when I rejected Harry Potter, I randomly picked up Count of Monte Cristo, the abridged version. Read it and loved it. That was that. But that's not when it all started. Once upon a time, I was 18 or 19 and my computer broke. I didn't have a computer, which meant I couldn't watch movies, which meant having lots of time on my hands. It was the winter break and not long after my birthday. A birthday where everyone decided to give me books for some reason. No computer, no classes, nowhere to be. I picked up my first book and finished it in a day. The next day, the next book. My computer got fixed. I didn't even turn it on. I was lost between the pages. But life moves on, no matter how lost you are. Classes started back up. The break was over. But fear not, I brought my books with me and read during lectures. I'm not even sorry that I didn't listen to my professors. It's just the books were more interesting. The books were just more. Once upon a time, I bought a Kindle, and it became a challenge to stop myself reading. So I read, and I read, and I read. Day and night, night and day, I picked up a book on an evening and got so lost that I forgot where I was or the time, only to finish the book and realize it was 4 a.m. and I was wide awake on my bed, wondering what I was doing there. Like a traveler who falls asleep on the bus ride and loses himself to dreams only to wake up at the destination and feel lost for a moment or two, wondering how he ended up there when only moments ago he was. Once upon a time, the phone rang. The cursed thing, that damned ringing. The phone rang and the ground I was standing on tilted so horribly that I fell. The phone said that the man I loved, my strength, my shelter, my protector, was never coming home again. The phone said my dad was no more. Once upon a time, I was mourning my father's loss all on my own. People don't get it. Friends and family get tired of your sorrow. They take offense when you don't just move on with your life. But it's not easy letting go. And grief is like a fingerprint. It's hard to find someone who shares the same pattern as yours. So I read more. And more. I found other people in those pages who have lost what I have lost. People who were mourning what I was mourning. I found me in the pages of each book. And page after page, it got lighter, the weight of my grief. And page after page, I shed more grief, like a tree shedding its leaves. The books, the characters, the stories became my therapists, my friends, and I healed. Once upon a time, I grew older by the day. Life changed. People changed. But there was always one constant in my life. One thing I could always count on when I was alone or hurting. I had my books. And as long as I have them, all those stories, I'm as happy as a human being can ever dare.